Hi, everyone.
Welcome to Talk the Rock,
My name is Kristen,
and I'm Ray.
and today we are going to be telling you all about Moss Agate. Moss Agate is one of Lorelai, I always say Lorelai, Ray's favorite. Um, so I'm going to let Ray take it away, as always, going on about the science and all of that fun stuff.
So, Mossiget is one of my favorites. We're doing another favorite of mine episode, like the flower agate.
Yes.
Um, I don't know what it is about these agates. They're just so interesting. Like the patterns and the inclusions, just very interesting.
Interesting. Okay.
So, moss agate is a silicon dioxide mineral, which means it is a mineral that is made up of silica and two oxygens. I believe oxide is, yeah. Um, I just started getting into more of the element side, so I wanted to be able to tell you what minerals are like made out of. Like, I should be able to go to the mineral page and read its chemical formation, so I can be like, this is made out of copper, lead, and oxygen, or something like that. Um,
Okay.
so that's why I included that. So on the elemental table, uh, silicone or silica is number 14, and the dioxide is two oxygens, and oxygen is number 8, if you're interested in that.
Okay.
Maybe some of you are still in school learning about the elemental table right now.
That's true.
I wish I paid more attention in high school or whenever you're learning it, because then I would have not had to reteach myself.
It's
Anyways,
true.
moss agate is a variety of chalcedony that has inclusions that resemble moss. So
When you
the
said moss, it sounded like moth, and I was like, moth? What do you mean moths?
no, not moss, moss. SS.
Moss.
Yes.
Okay.
So you would think it's real moss, right? It's actually not. Sadly, it's not. Um,
It's not petrified moss.
no.
Oh man.
Um, it is some sort of other organic material. I'm not sure what that uh means, but it's not moss.
It didn't
Um,
you didn't come across what it was in your research?
no, it just said that it was some sort of organic material.
Wow. Okay.
So it technically isn't even an agate
What?
because because it doesn't have the indicative banding that agates do.
That's
So
true.
it's actually just a chalcedony,
Oh.
which should be the next episode. Moss agate is typically um, has a white or translucent base with quartz inclusions. You
Yeah.
see that quite often, and most the most common you see is the version with the green dendrites, but there is also other colors.
Red
Um,
moss.
yeah. So the way it forms is um, there's not like a whole lot of information, but what I found, it forms inside like weathered volcanic rocks, like um, the chalcedonies and the agate and jasper that I talked about before, in the igneous rocks,
Okay.
but it's more weathered, so it has like the organic material behind, like left behind before it goes in.
Okay.
Um,
So like if a volcano erupted a long time ago and then it went through a bunch of like a forest. Is that how moss was created?
No.
This is just
I
my curiosity. Like, I don't know.
I actually just reread my notes. I read it wrong. There is no organic material in moss agate.
Oh, so you're now spreading misinformation.
But it's okay. I cleared it up. I just read it wrong.
Okay.
I have difficulty reading sometimes, and my notes aren't the best.
That's okay. I'll forgive you.
Okay.
The people might not. I'm joking. They're gonna. Everyone's fine. You just forgot the not part.
Yes.
Okay, continuing on.
So yeah, despite its trade name, it does not have organic material in it.
There is no moss in there.
No, not even a smidgen.
Okay, there could be a smidgen.
No.
Oh, okay.
Not even.
Okay.
It comes in a variety of colors.
All right.
As most Agate or Chalcidies do. Purple, blue, yellow, red, and even pink.
What?
And yes.
I need me some pink moss agate.
We actually have some. It's tragic. So what we have thought for the longest time was microflower agate is actually pink moss.
Excuse?
If you look on the screen, I have a picture up there of our pink moss agate tower.
Okay. So are you gonna go update all that on the website?
I currently can't, as you know. I have lost access to the website because for some reason I was just randomly kicked. Here's a more common moss, the pink moss you'd see, but it's kind of more orangey. That's one of your car clips that you made.
I made the car clips, just so everybody is aware.
I said that is a car clip that you made.
Yes. So the car clips, I used UV resin, and I had purchased empty car clips online, and I ordered them like 2 years ago. And then I got the inspiration from some lovely humans that were like, you should make car clips. And I did, and I love them. I have several in my car, and they've been in there over a year, and they haven't fallen off. So I know that they're good. They're solid. I will mind you that keeping it out in the open to light to the sun, my Thunder Bay amethyst chunk that I had put on, it is turning more of a white color than it was purple. So keep that in mind when you're putting these on your car.
Yeah, because it can like bleach the color, I suppose. It'll like lighten them up.
Yeah.
Crystals form in the dark for a long time, and once they're exposed to light, the sun kind of bleaches everything. Like it does that with like clothes and stuff. So.
Anyway, off topic.
I'll show a picture of red moss. I have a few. So this is a red moss tower that we have. So when you think of red moss, there's actually a few versions. So this is the first one. This red moss actually has the dendritic, the dendrites are red. I don't know what causes the color because I can't find like any information on where the coloring comes from. Here's another picture.
Red moss is a more new discovery.
Yeah. I don't know how new it is, but Particularly the other version, the carnelian, is very more new. It's been seen more recently on the market. This is another example of the red moss, and you can see the chalcedony because of the translucency of the background.
I think that's really pretty. That is not
Yeah,
in our shop, by the way.
no, and it's out of stock of whoever had it. And then I'll show another one because I couldn't find a good example for what we have yet. I do have some on the way, but this is the red moss agate with the carnelian. That's the second version that I have seen. So instead of the moss being red, it's green, and then it has the carnelian inclusions around it, which is
Hopefully,
also very cool.
all of you that are listening are getting enough details to know what we're talking about a little bit. So...
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I just thought about that.
But I did read that the color is determined by how much metal impurities are present during the
President.
during the formation period. For
Okay.
example, chromium or hematite, and the hematite would probably give the red moss, like the actual red dendrites the hematite would make them red, I'm assuming, and then the chromium would probably make them green.
Okay.
There's also speculation of some being dyed to enhance the colors.
What?
I remember seeing on TikTok a lot of debate about the new carnelian, and unfortunately, I've seen people break their towers in half, and it's still the same color on the inside.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Very unfortunate.
I shouldn't have laughed. That's sad. Okay.
It is kind of funny though. Here
Guess you can tumble it.
Yeah. Here's a picture of yellow moss agate. The first time I saw this was actually at the Rock and Gem show in a mini sphere. I wanted to get it, but then also I was like, this isn't in my budget. But it looks pretty cool. I'm not sure what gives it the yellow color. Could be like arsenic or anything like what gives bumblebee its yellow color, or sulfur. I'm not sure. And then blue moss agate or purple moss agate isn't actually, the dendrites aren't actually purple or blue.
It's
it is
the agate itself.
The chalcedony, yes. As you can see, this is one of the pieces that we have. I guess you could say this one is an agate kind of, because it has some of the banding at the bottom. You can see that. But blue lace agate also has all that banding, but it's also technically a blue chalcedony. But as you can see, this one is we have it called purple, but it also kind of has that bluish color with the green dendrites, which is not actually moss, despite the name.
Do we know when purple moss agate was discovered? Because I know it was also a more recent thing. So it was like it blew up sometime a couple years ago. I'm trying to remember.
It blew up last year. That's when we got ours. I don't know when it was discovered because I tried to look it up and there's not a lot of information on there. But the purple blue is a more rare variety.
And that's why it's so expensive, because purple agate is rare. It's like the purple chalcedony is hard to find, and it's more rare. So finding it, you're like, oh wow, this is pretty cool.
But the yellow moss agate is actually considered one of the most rare agates. Isn't that
Okay.
crazy? Like, I can't recall seeing really any yellow chalcedonies.
Yeah. So
And
you
there's,
should have got that one.
yeah, it also wasn't really calling to me that much, even though
Oh,
I kept looking at it, but I'm like, I don't know.
yeah.
But yeah, um,
So we have some massive pieces of purple moss agate, and that's
website.
on our website and on Etsy. So the purple moss agate specifically is mined. The It's been found in Indonesia, so that is where it's most commonly found for purple moss. Red moss agate is also found in Indonesia. Moss agate, however, as a whole, is found in several places around the world.
Mm-hmm.
But uh, quite a bit of what I've seen, it's from Indonesia. Also in Madagascar. Am I right? I believe it's
I'm not
Madagascar.
sure.
Let me double check I believe that's where one of the bigger deposits is and where a lot of our moss is from. Actually, I'm a liar. It's Brazil. I knew it was one or the other. So quite a bit of our moss agate in from our shop is mined in Brazil. Uh, that seems to be one of the larger. Let me look it up. Moss agate, largest um
Deposit.
deposit.
I've also seen TikToks of people mining rainbow moss agate in California.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun to do sometime. I don't think it's an actual mine. It's just like a place out in like the Californian desert or something. It's like somewhere that's really sandy.
Yeah. So what I'm seeing is that the largest is Brazil, and
Mm-hmm.
then it's also found in India. It's found
Ooh.
in Uruguay, Europe, the United States, anywhere where there is volcanic activity.
Mm-hmm.
A long time ago, that's where you'll find it.
It makes sense because it forms in the volcanic um igneous rock.
Yeah.
I think I've seen moss agate from India. It's what I've seen is usually those cabochons, and they're carved so well,
Yeah.
so
So
pretty.
are you are have you finished all of your notes on the signs?
Yes.
I know you had a lot, so I just wanted to make sure before I start talking about the healing properties.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so moss agate, it is part of the heart chakra. And that being said, as part of your heart chakra, it has it does a lot of help for your pain, and helping. I'm sorry, what is my brain doing? So moss agate, any crystals that are part of the heart chakra, it's going to really help your relationships and the people around you, um and bringing like that positive energy into your life. Specifically, moss agate is known for helping ease your pain, things like PTSD, uh um recovering overall from illness and things like that. Moss agate specifically is good for fertility, mindfulness, and growth. So it's said that a lot of midwives, when they're there for the birth of a child, or in the process of pregnancy and all of that, moss agate is used to help the mother and the baby. So if you're trying to have a baby, maybe have some moss agate around, keep it in your pocket, keep it just on you, wear it in your jewelry, whatnot. And that's supposed to help. That's what they say, right?
Bedside
Um,
table.
yeah, keep it on your bedside table. It's not a birthstone, unfortunately. However, it does help the zodiacs of Virgo and Gemini. So those specifically, moss agate is very helpful for. So if you're a Virgo or a moss agate, or you're a Virgo, if you're a Virgo or a Gemini, you should keep some on you, or near you. I personally, I'm a Gemini. I'm not a huge moss agate fan, but some pieces I have found that I really like. I have in my collection mainly, I think, some tumbles, but I do have one tower that is a very dark green, and it has like a couple spots of chalcedony that kind of look like a waterfall. So it looks like there's a waterfall in the forest. So I kept that one because I
That's
thought
very
that,
nice.
yeah, I thought it looked really pretty. So I kept that one. I don't think, oh, I have a purple moss agate heart, or not a heart, a moon, I think, and just small pieces of moss. I don't really have much. Um, as a Gemini, I do really find myself attracted to purple moss agate. We have those massive purple moss spheres. Oh, Lorelai's showing her camera.
I'm trying to flip it. I have a massive moss agate tower. It's actually my biggest tower. I love
Wow.
it because it has this calcite inclusion and it's super rainbowy. And you
So for
can
those of you that are listening, it's a very dark moss agate with random quartz drusies and some white chalcedony in there. And it's got lots of rainbows and just really dark moss in there. Thank you for showing us. But what is that? That's like a carnelian with moss agate that she
this.
is showing.
So this is the second type that I mentioned, where it has the green moss instead of the red, and then like the rest is kind of like a red color,
Okay.
which is like a carnelian.
Yeah.
It's even kind of red on the druzy inside.
Wow.
Yeah, moss egg is one of my favorites, and I have this one,
It's
which
got
is
a
very
broken tip.
Yeah, but that's okay. It's beautiful. It was I knew it was broken when I got it.
Okay.
But yeah.
So yeah, overall it's good for your heart and balancing your heart chakra. So a lot of people have moss agate as their like one of their favorites.
Mhm.
We have a massive moss agate tower that we've had since like forever. um I don't even know, it's become like a mascot at this point. It's
Yeah,
like it's so big, and we've lowered the price so much that we're not making a profit on it, but that's okay. Well, we
it's
are the tiny, like a little bit, because we made up
yeah,
the cost of shipping it and everything already with the rest that was in that order, so it's fine.
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's all I had on moss agate. If you had anything else.
I don't really, but that big tower is 2.2 kg, which is like 5 pounds, but it feels so heavy.
I think it'd be really good for someone that does Reiki to have it like under the table.
I was imagining like them rolling it on someone's back.
Ouch. Because it does have like big not druzy, but it's got like caves in it. So I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's actually a really good price. It's like 200 and something on the website right now with free shipping.
Free shipping. It's gonna cost a fortune to mail it out.
Probably like $50.
Yeah, because it's heavy. Depends where
Yeah.
it's going.
Yeah.
Anyway, wanna tell us why? I think you kind of touched on it, but why is Moss Agate one of your favorites?
I don't know, to be honest. I think maybe just the colors and the patterns. Like, I do kind of like moss, like the plant. Like, I think that's not, it looks cute. I don't know why. It looks kind of cute because it looks like a natural fuzzy carpet. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It just looks nice. And there's nothing that's quite like it. Like nothing has those long dendrites all over. Even like dendritic agate or like dendritic opal. Like nothing is quite like that. Where it has the green and then with the white, it looks so pretty. It's just like I don't know, or a tree vibe.
You
Like
kind of cut
fairy
out.
core. Did I?
Yeah.
It gives nature vibes.
Okay. That's
Like
good. That's
like
nice.
yeah, like you can look at it and I don't know, imagine you're in a forest or something.
Yeah.
Uh, pretend you're a little fairy and you have your own little piece of earth or something. I don't know. I just think it's so cool. And they're usually like no two pieces the same. Um,
Hmm.
whereas red jasper usually looks the same
That's
unless
true.
it has inclusions, whereas moss is just something else entirely.
Yeah.
Different combinations, you know, colors,
Yeah.
materials. You can get carnelian quartz, calcites in there. It's really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's it then. So thank you so much for listening. I hope that you learned something about moss agate. And please subscribe. Make sure to like or leave a comment or whatever wherever you're listening. And if you're on make sure to hit the alarm bell or notification just to get notified whenever there's a new episode. We post every Monday at midnight on our YouTube, Spotify, and wherever else you get your podcasts. And I think that's it.
Yeah. If you want a crystal sized bowling ball, we have one on the website,
which is lunarihome.com. Don't forget to check it out for all of your crystal needs. We have just about everything under the sun. And it's all in our basement. We're two sisters running a business, and we have a lot of fun doing it, and we like to share it with you. So make sure to check us out again, lunarihome.com. All the links are below or in the description. And make sure if you have any questions, please reach out to us at Lunari Home on Instagram or Facebook, and Crystallized Ray on Instagram. Everything again is below to reach out. You can also email us, lunarihome@gmail.com or talktherock@gmail.com, whatever. Just reach out, talk to us. We like to talk to you, get to know people. We had someone listen from Iceland. I think that's really cool. If you listen again, please reach out. That's really cool. We'd like to be your friend. And our next episode is going to be about
Sydney.
Well, that took a minute.
I thought you were going to say.
No, I wanted you to say it. So anyway,
Okay.
make sure to listen to episode 8, Chalcedony or Chalcedony or whatever you like to call it. We call it Chalcedony. Make sure to listen to that one because I think it's going to be pretty good. Stay safe out there. Have an amazing day and make beautiful, wonderful choices. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.